Hey everyone, welcome to Hack the Dino episode 62. I'm Ben, that's Dan, and
Hello.
over there, off camera, is our content manager, Mr. Braden Dixon.
Hello.
That's his hand.
He's like Kermit. He usually has a frog
A
on it.
naked
but like,
Kermit.
yeah,
That's
that's
what,
a
that's what
naked.
Kermit looks like without any clothes on.
Ooh.
We're a nonsense variety show here on Twitch and over on YouTube.
Oh my god,
I saved it.
We're professionals.
I saved it. And it's a good thing we're professionals too, because we've got lots of new viewers here to see us interview Mr. A-Game. Now, Mr. A-Game isn't here. We did record it last week, so we will get to the Mr. A-Game interview very, very soon. He's such a lovely man, isn't he?
He is, and for those who don't know who Mr. A-Game is,
Well, he'll explain himself when he's on. But he's a YouTuber who does a lot of really awesome, really funny videos, primarily... what are you laughing at?
just how bad my line was.
You get used to it, Dan.
Yeah.
Primarily Mario Maker levels, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, lots of other ones. Lots of other ones.
So
It's
Nintendo.
a racial stereotype. So really looking forward to showing you guys the chat we had with him. And you should all go give him a subscribe over on his Twitch channel and on YouTube as well. But
Close
before
to
that...
50.
Close to what?
50k. He's
50. He's almost at 50,000 viewers. That's almost the same as ours. In reverse.
In a different parallel dimension.
But no, go over there, check him out. His videos are fantastic, and he's just a lovely man.
He is.
Which you'll see. But first, I think maybe we should talk about what we've been playing. Well, more precisely, what you've been playing.
Yeah, so I have been playing... so first up, with my live streams,
Yep.
I decided I was going to live...
When do you do those live streams?
Every Sunday at 12 p.m.
Australia,
I was...
Adelaide time?
Yeah, Adelaide time, Australia time. I was decided I was
Hammer time?
I decided I was going to do the Resident Evil 2 remake one-shot 30-minute demo.
All right,
And
so explain this.
For those who don't know what it is, but you can see my little head popping over the thing.
Yes, Dan. You're like a budgie. Like you're looking in a mirror. Just
Anyhow,
wanna
so
start-
it was it's a demo of the new Resident Evil remake of number 2 coming out. But the weird thing about it was that you were only allowed to play it once for 30 minutes, and
So-
then it just.
What happens when the 30 minutes is up? Does it self-destruct like
it
Mission
just-
Impossible?
It basically just goes. It says like your time's up. Buy the whole game. Here's a link.
Just an envelope slides out of your disc tray.
Yeah, or
You just
just-
put the cash in.
But it's
Slide.
like it's like a pre-order, one. But it was very, 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 very good. With me getting scared. It was very, very, very true to the original, but also at the same time 100% different from the original.
Yeah, so you're old enough to have played the original when it came out.
Yeah. I played it when it was OG.
How is it different? How is it the same?
Well, for a start, the original one was fixed camera positions, and you walked around in those camera positions.
Yep.
This one is third person over the shoulder.
right.
Still in exactly the same story though. Still in the police station, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure all the puzzles are different and stuff like that. It's just
Okay.
same story, same location, same characters. Everything else is different.
Right.
It's hard to explain. I spent there's like a puzzle in the demo. I spent a good like half the demo trying to solve this puzzle. When I solved it, I realized you didn't even need to solve it, and I realized the door to keep progressing was just like next to the puzzle. So I just wasted pretty much 16 minutes of it. It's incredibly violent.
Really?
It is without a doubt one of the and here this is my stream version we got up here. This isn't even at the highest graphics.
Oh, really?
Nah, I toned it down because I was a bit scared. So I
I
did.
need some fracturing, otherwise it's just too real.
Yeah. I just didn't know. They do cool things like that where it just cuts to the doorknob that doesn't. It's just polished.
They did that in the GameCube Resident Evil 1 remake, though.
Yeah. You can see my cat on the side there. It's very off-putting. It is very gory.
Yeah.
It is like probably the goriest thing I had seen until Mortal Kombat came out
Yeah,
today. The videos of that.
Just back on that, I was
Here's the puzzle that I spent ages doing.
on Twitter, Mitch Dwyer, who former IGN person, now works for EA as a writer.
Hey.
He wrote the Star Wars Battlefront campaign.
Oh. So it's just got a bit of paper that says load in level, shoot everyone.
No, it just
Win.
says loading level, Microtransactions. No, he put up a GIF of him playing his demo, and in it had a zombie walking towards him.
Yeah.
And he had a shotgun, and he shot the zombie right in the stomach. And the zombie fell over flat on its face. But then it got up and started crawling towards him. And as it crawled towards him, his torso separated in two.
Yeah.
And there was all giblets as he was crawling after it. I thought, wow, that is actually spectacular. Like, besides the gore aside, the fact that the game had enough interaction with the environment that it could tell where it had been shot.
Yeah.
And then it separated to add to that extra realism.
That's what I noticed with it as well. Like the real time damage of like, you know, where you hit them, like with their bullets and stuff like that. I didn't even like get to shoot anything with a knife. Shoot it.
Yeah, I love shooting things with knives.
I didn't even get. Apparently, you said there's a shotgun in the demo. I didn't even get to that because I bloody did that puzzle too much. And you can see here, I'm still in the same room. And of course, people kept coming in, you know, talking to me on my stream, and I'd stop walking, and I'm like, I should have paused it. But
does that count to the 30 minutes if you pause it?
No, I think it pauses the time because it had a little timer up the top, and it stopped when you paused. So
okay.
I should have done that more. But here we can see here, he's like, oh, what do we got here? A Switch, eh?
So, what, he eats the Switch. So are you going to
keep out?
Yeah, I reckon we should probably stop it here, Brayden.
It's about to go to the...
Because it's about to go...
No, it's okay. There's not zombies for a fair while.
Oh, okay. So are you going to play it?
Oh, look at that. Yeah. I'm gonna pay top dollar for this game. It was one of my favorite games growing up, and now they've just made it into my favorite game. Now I've grown up.
Now you were saying before this was one of the games that your parents actually sat down and watched.
Oh, Resident Evil 1 was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely it was the first game I encountered that had a storyline with people that were talking to each other in a movie style, you know, which today is just common.
Yeah.
Common in games.
Common in games. All right, I think we'll move on to... you wanted to talk about the forest a little bit?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so after that, so it was not even for half an hour, so I had to I had to do something else.
What's that, Brayden? Just bring that up for me, please.
What's
going on there?
Bring it right. So that thing there is the way... This game is off the hook.
That's someone's skull with a hand.
I may have chopped a hand off and a head and wired it to a stick. If you can't see, but if you look down, there's also a snake attached to it. This game just goes off the hook with like survival. This is like Minecraft on evil. On the evil.
On the evil.
So you know, there's cannibals on this island, and you can kill them. If they attack you, as in normal games, you defend yourself. But if you want, you can pick up the body, and you can take it to your camp. And if you want, you can chop it up, and then you can also dry the limbs and eat them later because you need to survive. Or if you want, you can put the body on the fire, burn them down to bones, and then make their bones into armor. Or if you want, you can make weapons, or you can strap plastic explosives to a head and throw it at people.
I think these devs need to have a talk to someone.
Yeah, they really need to.
Now, this was we did a
office.
Let's Play of this early last year.
Yeah, I'm still playing it from that time.
Brayden, what did you think of it?
Scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, what did your pants think of it?
They had a great time.
Yeah.
Until a certain point.
There's a big party in his pants.
Yeah. That's it.
Brown party.
But a lot of this game is involved in the cave.
Bit of yellow.
Skip forward, Brad, and see if you can find a cave bit.
There was a bit just before. Let's look.
So probably like yeah.
Oh,
well, that's right in the cave. That's underwater.
Some
Yeah. So here we are. So yeah, a lot of it is involved you holding a lighter, going through a cave, and then the monsters have babies, and then the babies fling themselves at you and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh Christ.
I mean, but they're the skulls. The level of complexity of the crafting in this game is mental. Like you can make like
there's the snake.
There's the snake on the end. But you can make everything. And everything is really literal. You just go like, okay, so if I want to do this, I should try this, and most of the time it works. It's really cool.
Wow.
You can see why this game that people just love it, and it is very very cool. And there's so much exploration. Like you can see here, I'm underwater. I'm gonna die. I don't have a rebreather. And I found in this game, though, I found two of the items I really wanted to find. I found the climbing axe, so I can climb down big holes. And I found a chainsaw.
Ooh. On an island full of cannibals.
Yeah. Well,
makes sense.
As you can see, that's some of the gear, so you can craft everything together. But planes have been crashing on this island for a while. There's a reason.
Oh.
It's a bit of it. Oh, there's a guy.
Is it lost? Yeah, we better turn it off, otherwise
it gets a bit scary.
A nasty smell over in content manager's direction.
I won't lie, I legitimately jumped when that guy first appeared on screen.
Feel free to give Brayden a hard time in the chat, everyone.
Yeah,
He's there watching and ready to be insulted.
definitely.
Speaking of being insulted, our senses were assaulted today when the Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat
nice.
11 reveal happened this morning in Adelaide. I watched this live and wow. Now we are coming to our Mr. A game clip very, very soon. But before we do, I think we do need to address Mortal Kombat 11, even though it is a little bit gory.
Yeah.
So we've curated these scenes.
Yeah,
This
these are
is the
the
least gory we could find.
You can go and have a look at all the fatalities that they've shown. There was one where the new character, Garrus, actually punches the face off someone for his
It
fatality.
sounds like something you'd say as a joke, yeah, mate. Like, I'm gonna punch your face off.
Yeah.
Punch your face off.
Yep. And they actually do. So we've got, so far that was shown, 25 slots for characters, and already been announced is Scorpion, Radiant,
Radiant. He's a washing liquid.
Baraka, Sub-Zero, Scarlet from 9, Sonya Blade, who's voiced by Ronda Rousey. They were very, very...
Very adamant about that.
They really wanted us to know that. Shao Kahn is a pre-order bonus, and Garrus, which is the new boy.
Look at this. This is like
Oh, yes, this is the
customization.
customer... yeah, it's that.
The customization.
Yep.
Customer service.
Other characters that were teased were Cabal, Triborg 4, and the Bee Lady from Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah.
Now, the story, as far as the story goes, or should we talk about the customization?
Yeah,
we'll
talk about
the
the custom- look at
This
customization.
is sick.
So this is for, obviously, if you've played Injustice 2, which was also by NetherRealm Studios, you know you can fully customize your character.
Look at that. Scorpion's spike can be all different spikes, and I assume that hurts people differently.
Well, I
I
would
think
bet.
you get sockets when you can put little things and then it makes them different.
You can also have, you can see up the top their AI behavior, so you can determine, oh, you look like Wolverine then. You can determine how opponents react to you and your intro when you're coming up against specific opponents.
Can you come out and like beatbox to them?
I hope so. I just think they've really gone to that next level, just in the gameplay, customization, the gore, and just the stupid ridiculousness.
And then they've also released the story trailer.
The story, they showed the first
I
part
know
of the prologue.
Thanos was in it.
That's Shinnok. Completely different
What'd you call me?
Yeah, you heard. So this takes place directly after Mortal Kombat X, where we see, spoiler alert for Mortal Kombat X, Raiden walks in with Shinnok's head. And the story deals with the new character, who's also the antagonist, Karinka, fed up with Raiden screwing around with time and going, right, Raiden, we're going to have some words.
Yeah.
It also showed a young Kung Lao and young Liu Kang, so they're probably going to be... spoiler alert, Kung Lao and Liu Kang will probably be in a Mortal Kombat game in some way.
Wow.
True.
As far as we go technically wise or gameplay wise, X-rays have been replaced with fatal blows, which is sort of like a comeback move once you're down to 30% health, and that's used just by hitting the LR buttons on the controller.
That's how they did it in the other line. Flip that around, Brayden. So.
And you've also got something called the
around.
flawless block, which if you time a block perfectly, it not only blocks but gives you an advantage into going in and attacking.
Yeah.
And the 1 health bar has now been split into 3. So you have health, defense, and attack. So obviously the health speaks for itself.
We've just had a beheading.
Just don't want to get flagged.
That's not the way to get ahead in life.
Oh.
You'll never be the head of a major corporation.
That's what I was about to say.
He's talking.
He's fine. They're immortals. Yep. They can chop their head. They chop their head off for fun.
Defense
do
bar
that.
and attack bar.
Jesus, that's gross.
So the defense bar, if you build that up, you can use that to block major attacks, and the attack bar you use to get into massive combos. Anyway, this looks really, really cool. It's coming out April 23rd, but there is a beta for people who have pre-ordered, and that'll be coming in March.
Oh.
So you can play it early. And if you've got $500, feel free to purchase the exclusive Scorpion mask with the game.
Is that 500? Is it AUD?
Yeah, 500 Australian money will get you a mask.
Ooh, yeah.
Anyway, that's all the game news we've got for now, because it's up to a very important point in the show, something I've been campaigning for the past 2 years. We've had Hack the Dino.
Did you say complaining?
Campaigning.
Yeah. Right.
Mr. A Game. We had him in at Greenlight Comics, our old stomping grounds, during the week, and we got to sit down and have a chat with him. So, take it away, past Ben. Thanks, future Ben. Past Ben here. That's Dan. Doesn't matter. We're here with Mr. A Game.
Hello.
Finally! Thank you very much, Mr. A-Game, for joining us in the Hack the Dino
No
Home Away
worries.
from Home.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen Mr. A-Game, Braden's playing some footage now, but let us know what you do.
Oh, well, I make YouTube videos and Twitch streams, and they're lots of fun. Oh, man, I've been really thrown on the spot here.
It happens all the time. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
absolutely. I really love editing videos, so in my spare time, I just make YouTube videos of gameplay and stuff, and people just seem to love it, so I just keep doing it.
I think it's fair to say your Mario Maker ones are the bread and butter of the channel.
Mario Maker and Zelda.
Yeah?
I've noticed Zelda now is just skyrocketing with views because people just are so gripped on the story. Even though it's like a 2-year-old game, they're like, no, we want to see you play it instead. So I'm not minding at all.
Is it because of your commentary that people
I
tune
think
in?
so. And just the really like dumb edits I put in, like they're borderline so lame, and they're at the point now where they're so repeated, they're so dead, and everyone's expecting them to happen. So it's a mess, but it's great. Everyone loves the mess.
That was going to be my question. You do have a classic collection that you pull out.
Absolutely.
Is the feedback you got that people want that? Like they know, oh, you're going to make a gag here, boom, there it is.
I think so. Like there's always the bit of you where you want to make some new stuff, but you got to kind of keep some of the old repetitive stuff, because as long as you don't do it too much,
Yep.
then it's a bit too repetitive. But I think there's that fine balance of everyone's just giving me. Everyone's like fixing my microphone.
Eat that mic.
There's that balance of too much repetition and then finding new fresh content as well. So I think I'm hitting the mark. If I'm not, viewers, let me know, and then I'll
YouTube.
change my
Surely, surely they let you know pretty
that's
quickly.
it.
All of YouTube is repetition anyway. Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
It's how you get famous.
Yeah.
Thanks, past Ben. Future Ben here. I'm here. That was a joke.
Oh,
Repetition.
It was a Ben joke.
We'll
That's
edit
why it
that out.
wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Beauty of pre-recording.
Yeah.
Thanks, Braden. Now, we've got a plethora of questions here, but Dan and I are going to shoot a couple of random ones your way because there's stuff we want to know. I've mentioned before numerous times on this show, my 11-year-old daughter loves your channel.
Thank you.
I always get asked, we watch it together, but I always get asked, no, sorry, I should rephrase that. We watch it together, but when she comes home, she'll go, oh, there's a new Mr. A game out. And I'll go, have you seen it? And she'll go, yes. But I watch it again.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So there you go.
Did she watch it at school?
I don't know where she watches it, but she
You
manages.
don't keep tabs on that stuff?
Nah,
Yeah,
whatever.
probably should.
Yeah, probably
Cool.
when she's on the
What's her
dark
name
web. Dan, see me outside after.
Yeah.
But no, she really enjoys it to the point where she gives me a descriptive rundown of what you do
Wow.
in the show.
And then you
Wow.
just have to watch it. And then you watch it and like, yeah, I
Yeah.
could just
And
watch
you're
it.
like, oh, yeah.
My favourite bit's when she tells me what's going to happen while we're watching it.
And you're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just ruins it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what he does here? I don't want to know. I'll find out.
Young kids don't have that like spoiler factor.
Oh, they
like,
don't.
Because with the comic shop here, young kids are fine to just to start reading a series like at like volume 3. They don't care. They don't care. And then they'll go, I'll go back and read the other ones later. I'm like, but. Yeah,
Chronological order.
yeah, nah, they don't care.
No.
Have you found that because you're also a teacher or an OSH director,
Yep.
I believe?
Yep, that's what I do at the moment.
Yeah, so have you found that kids sort of don't have that?
Oh, no, not at all.
Not at all?
They have none. Like, we went to the movies. We went and saw Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Ooh,
And there was
not seen that.
this one kid, this one child. Normally, my big rule is go to the toilet before the movie because, we want to enjoy the movie too. And I love Wreck-It Ralph. Like, the first one was amazing.
Yeah, I like it.
But I didn't say, if you've seen this movie, don't spoil it for us. So I didn't explicitly say it. And this one kid was sitting next to me and he's like, oh, this bit here. And I'm like, no! And just like blurts it out during the movie. And I'm like, why?
man.
Why, man? Why you gotta be like that?
So are you able to give detentions out?
No.
Oh.
I can send kids home.
Well, there you
But
go.
you
Send
can't
them
really do
home.
it during a movie. Yeah, it's just like...
Why did you send my son home? He spoiled the film.
No,
Fair
he's
enough.
got Record Ralph. Record
Record
Ralph.
Record Ralph?
Yeah, if
Record
it's any-
Ralph. Coming
if
to
it's
you
any other
soon.
movie, then it's fine.
Record
Yeah,
Ralph.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, you wanted to ask about some editing because you're
No,
quite
I'm
the
going
edit
to ask
master.
some like just flat norm questions
Great.
first, so we can get like a thing. There's
Scope.
probably a lot of people
Yeah.
out there. First up, what do you edit on? What program?
Oh, Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro.
Yep.
PC, Mac.
I use a MacBook Pro.
Yeah, nice. This is exactly what I do, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well-
I know so many people though who were telling me to jump over to Adobe.
Yeah,
to Premiere.
everyone's telling me that as well.
Like, because sometimes, occasionally at my church, I help out with the editing there, and they use Adobe, and they do like real professional stuff. And like the director there is like, "You got to start using Adobe, man." And I'm like,
Why?
"No,
Yeah,
no."
I'm still running Final Cut 7.
Oh,
Like,
ouch.
because like, I just don't want to upgrade because it's, you know.
Yeah, that's
I've
fair.
got it all. I've got all my plugins,
Yep.
all my filters, and
a big
I know
jump.
what I want.
I'm still using a scalpel.
Yeah.
Getting the
You're reel to reel. Your splicer. So, how much kind of like every you know you got your videos. How many hours of gameplay would you play for one video? You reckon?
Okay.
Around about.
Let's use Zelda for an example, because I think that's good just because I think those episodes are really just contained well.
Yep.
So I will probably film for about 50 minutes, and then edited down, that would equal about a 15-minute episode.
Yep. That makes
Wow.
sense.
Yeah.
And now, do you have a specific jumping off point when you... so, for example, the Rivali bird episode that
Yep.
you did, I really enjoyed that gag
Thank
at
you.
the start, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it.
Oh, when I pretended to
There you go.
leave.
We're at the bird place.
Is that the one that the dude you ring up the agent?
Yeah, my manager rings.
manager,
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of where you're going to call it off? Like, so, obviously, the Rivali episode is when you've defeated the elite
Yep.
beast.
Yep. Well, that was a two-part. So it was
yeah.
the getting to the Divine Beast, and
Yep.
the next part was the Divine Beast.
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like that just felt right to
Yeah.
do it like that.
So, how much of the storytelling aspect is involved with your editing? Do you find a thread while you're recording, or do you plan it out beforehand? Or
It's mainly while I record. So I know a lot of people do storyboarding because they have a set idea on what they're going to do. I don't. Like, I literally will just record, and then as soon as I feel like, oh yeah, I could probably end it there, that's when I'll just end.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
The logical conclusion.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
the logical
Yeah.
out.
Out.
Yeah.
The out. Yeah, there you go. All right. Sorry, I interrupted. Dan, you got other stuff, or we're going on to
these questions.
Okay.
read some of these? All right. We'll start off with one from Patreon Ashraf. Very good man, Ashraf. Bear with
Ashraf.
me while I go through this.
Ashraf.
I've edited this down. So this is
Was it a
shorter.
really long question?
It was.
Was it?
Okay.
All right. Ashraf says, viewers have a plethora of content to choose from, and as a result, people have turned to more creative solutions to stick out more. This can clearly be seen in the unique content on your channel that keeps people coming back for more, mainly because of your incredible editing talents and a consistently great personality.
Thank you. That's right in the feels. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry, that was for us.
You should put that on your resume.
Fantastic.
So his question is,
Yep.
how do you come up with the idea for the channel? Sorry, how did you come up with the idea for the channel? And was there any difficulty in starting out and gaining a following?
Ooh, that's a great question.
So we should point out to those of you, you know what, I've forgotten to do something. We should point out to those of you that Mr. A has almost 50,000 subscribers on his channel.
Yep, hit 47,000 today.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you very much. Yep,
fantastic.
today I hit 47,000.
Oh, I think that calls for a celebration.
Oh, thank you so much. This
they-
is the best day ever.
Are they pre-opened?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. It's still good.
For the podcast people, we've just given him some chips.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like, when I eat chips on the channel, like sometimes they're like 3 days old, and they're a little bit stale. But
And they're
still
like
good.
the ones you've used for a couple of other like videos,
Yep.
and you just keep going. You know, I gotta eat.
My
That's
favourite
it.
part is the flash of text that you bring up, so you have to go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and pause it to read what it says.
Just like the half a second, and
Yep.
it just like does really dumb hints on my love life, which is just like a mess. It's
In real life.
oh yeah, mess, big mess.
Wait, so they're points
Yeah.
on
So-
on how what?
So if you follow like the past 2 years, it started like, oh yeah, there's this girl who's pretty cute. She's got a cute ponytail. And then it like throughout the months it evolves to I talked to the girl today. And then it's like, oh, I asked her to see Star Wars with me. And then like a few weeks later it's like, it was a no.
And that's just like a couple of frame flash ups. Nice.
So you got the viewers who are like so invested. They're like, what's happened to this girl? And it's just like, sorry guys, it's a no.
no explanation. It's no.
Yeah.
It's a flat no.
Oh, anyway, back to the question.
Do you ever make up a girlfriend?
No,
Oh.
no, it's all real.
I would.
Yeah, it gets to
I
the point
do.
where I'm just so like far down the hole of shame.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question.
Yep.
How did you come up with the idea for the channel?
Right. Well, it all started back when I was actually relief teaching, and I studied music. When did I study music? I studied music back in high school, and a little bit in university as well, where we did screen and media. And one of the things we learnt there was about video game music and how it's different, and how you learn about looping, how different producers will like do different types of layers depending on where you are in the game. So I would make lessons out of that for children. So I would show them clips of video games and show them what they're actually doing with the music in the game. So like, for example, for Mario Kart 8, I noticed that Nintendo really liked to add different types of effects when you go underwater.
Yep.
But specifically for Mario Kart, they've done something weird where instead of just like a water effect, they've actually changed the whole song of a certain level. Yeah, to make it sound like it's actually underwater, but then instead they're using like water type instruments like marimbas, and they've added like really deep special effects to make it sound like it's underwater.
Brayden, can you just bring up an image of a marimba, please?
Yeah, very good. So I would be talking to kids just about video games. And I'd be, just talking about Mario games, about Zelda, about Smash Brothers, just because I love Nintendo games. And the first thing that I would always get asked is from 8-year-old kids, and they'll be like, do you play Grand Theft Auto 5? And I'm like...
Replace these days with... Do you play Fortnite?
Yeah, exactly. So now it would be Fortnite. Luckily, I don't
It's amazing
teach
how
much
many,
anymore.
I think they're better playing off Fortnite, eh?
Oh, yeah, 100%. At least it's not super violent.
Yeah.
But it is still violent.
Damn, I just interrupted
Yeah.
the story.
Oh, no, it's all good, mate. So I was relief teaching for years, and it would always be the same thing. Like, do you play Grand Theft Auto 5? Do you play Call of Duty? And these are kids who are like 8 years old.
Yeah, do you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
And you're laughing, I get it with customers all the time.
I
little
like
kids.
the way that you're showing your age there.
Yeah.
No comment. So it got to the point where I was just thinking, I've got to show these kids that you don't have to be playing these, adult games to be accepted in the gaming world, because obviously they're trying to, talk themselves up to make them look cool to me. And I'm like, I don't play those games. I don't even care about Grand Theft Auto. I just like playing Mario. So that's how I kind of started my YouTube channel. It's like, how can I show kids that you can play kid games or family games and have a ball? So, yeah, that's basically the main start of how the channel came about.
Right.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
That's such a good story.
It is.
You're my new man crush.
Hey, back off. I saw him first.
Oh, most people you'd ask that, like, why'd you start the channel? Like, oh, because I want to get money and views and shit.
Oh, also, it also happened at a really crucial time. I was dating someone, and then we broke up. Like it was okay. Like it was an okay breakup. But then I had all this free time, so I'm like, oh well, I might as well just start playing video games.
I thought
for
you were going
YouTube.
to say I was dating someone who liked Mario, so I had just to play Mario
No,
all the
no,
time to impress her.
So basically, it was just perfect timing, and then I had all this free time, and I was like, well, don't have a girlfriend, might as well just play video games and do it on YouTube.
The call of my people.
That's it.
Now, how did it start off? Did you were you able to jump on the viral train nice and early, or was it a slow slog?
There was this one thing that happened really early. I did this Mario Maker video called Super Mario Maker Hates Me, and it was this level I did where I didn't know it was an automatic level because the title was in Japanese, and so I'm trying for 30 lives to do it, and then I eventually just throw the controller down,
Nice.
and then it automatically does it for me. And then I'm just sitting there like, what?
Was that when it first kind of started, when you didn't know about those auto levels kind of thing?
So it was
nice.
2 weeks after the game came out. And I sent it off to Nintendo Life just as a joke. It was like, oh, because I really like Nintendo Life. I just love their articles. And I was like, oh, I just did this video. I think it's pretty funny. Have a laugh because you guys, I like reading your content. And then they actually posted it on their website. And so my second video I'd ever done within a day had 10,000 views. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God, I've done it. I've made it.
You're like, YouTube is easy.
Yeah. But that only got me 20 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
It was literally, it took about 6 months for me to get my first 100 subscribers, then 3 months to get my next 100. And then it was just a slow slog for about a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
How often...
Working with
Holy-
Dan, we've got
Oh,
numerous
nice.
techniques to cover up
Great.
mistakes. I mean, oh, we're back. Hi. Anyway, you were saying about how awesome I am.
Yes.
No, we
No,
won't.
we won't. Sorry.
I like the beard.
Well, so I guess someone has to.
We're pretty beardy here.
Yeah,
We are.
It's a good beard. See, like, well, Saturday's normally my shave day. Well, my trim day. I don't shave because I don't want to look like a 12.
I was going to say, you shaved on Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just my day. Like, I pick a day. I'm like, oh yeah, because I wash my hair on Saturday. I stream on Saturday.
Have to look your
And
best.
shave.
If we're laying bare all our shaving secrets, we usually record on a Friday, Thursday night. I
Nice.
didn't this week though, but usually
I'm sure no one will notice.
more bald.
More bald?
More bald.
More bald than usual?
More bald.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway,
How is that possible?
I forgot what we were talking about. So,
Yeah, where
do you want
were
to go
we?
on to the next question, Dan? This one's got your name on it.
Oh, that is yours.
Oh, good.
So I've just gone blank.
Brayden, put the error message up again.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Windows
Well,
XP.
I know.
it sounds.
It's hard because my question has been answered. Is like, is this your full-time job?
No, the top one there.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, I didn't see that.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. A-Game. Keeping us on track.
No worries.
So, Mr. Aga, do you feel with the amount of effort you put into your videos, you're getting an adequate return?
At the moment, I would say no.
Wow.
Because it's just the way YouTube works. Because I'm not at that point where I can make it full time. Ideally, it would be something I would love to do. So ideally, the amount of effort I put into my videos, like, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I am.
Do it,
No,
do it.
so
Say,
we're
I want to say
all
I've-
about tooting our
I
own
put in a
horns
lot
here.
of effort, like from the filming to the editing to the uploading. That's probably about 12 to 13 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's no small feat. Like it's
Yeah.
not something. Oh yeah, I'm just going to play video games. I'm going to put on YouTube and that's it. Like is actual effort involved. And at this point in time, YouTube isn't at that point where it's sustainable for me to have a sole income. So
Yep.
I feel like if the amount of effort and the amount of return I'm getting at the moment isn't quite there, but the thing with YouTube is it snowballs. So hopefully by the end of the year, that's my small 2019 goal, to be at the point where if I wanted to, I could just say, yeah, I want to do this full time.
Awesome.
You need your goals.
Are you at the point where you can maybe take a day off for it? Or
Probably.
Probably?
Because I work in OSH, it's so hard to really tell when you can and can't take time off because I run one. It's not just I work in OSH. Like I run one.
Yeah.
So making time off is pretty hard. And it does require a lot of effort in making sure the stuff you put on when you're not there is going to be good and you're not going to have a catastrophe.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Dan's an owner of a comic store.
Oh,
he
there
knows
you go.
all
Yeah.
about staffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my staff are great though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have great stuff. Absolutely.
So do you do OSH 5 times a week, 5 days a week?
5 days a week.
Yeah. So, and then you're fitting in your editing and your
Yep.
gameplay after work.
Yep.
Whew, that's a hero guts effort, man.
Thanks.
Hero guts.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes it's during the school term. It's really good because I work in the morning, then
Yeah.
go home, so I can film then, and then I go back to work in the afternoon. So I can really balance my time there. Whereas now in the school holidays, no.
It's funny, you're like, I got all this time off. All this time
Nah.
off. I don't have to go to work. Do nothing. Don't film
Yeah.
anything. Don't record
Yeah,
anything.
it feels so flat, and then you're like, I gotta go back to work.
So you just moved over to Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you finding Twitch?
Twitch is
Twitchy?
Yeah, it's very different to YouTube. I've noticed, because I've only streamed a couple times on Twitch just solely. Like when I used to do streaming on YouTube, I also used to multi-stream. But now I'm doing just solo Twitch streams. And I've noticed that Twitch is a lot more inviting to streamers. Whereas YouTube has that mentality of, this is free content. I'm not paying for any of this. Where Twitch is like,
Yeah, they'll throw money at you if you're giving
Yeah.
them if you're giving them love and you're giving them good content. They'll love you.
yeah,
They'll love you back, and they'll
Yeah.
show their appreciation through
yep.
biddies.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, but that's only 2 streams in, so it could change. But
Yeah.
at the moment, it's been really nice.
Yeah, excellent.
Speaking of games, now on the channel, you've done a lot of games that haven't sort of followed through.
Yep.
So, for example, Fortnite,
Yes.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you did.
What do you mean?
watched them all.
What do you mean followed through?
Well, one or two videos and then, nah.
Oh, I see.
And,
You didn't continue with the game.
Yeah,
forever.
so I've noticed people have asked you in some of your videos, when are you doing Fortnite again?
never.
And you've just gone, not happening.
Never, sorry.
What determines whether you go ahead with a game, like Celeste, for example?
Right.
Is it your personal preference, or is it more analytical with numbers? Or
I'd say it's a mix of both. Like, Celeste was a game where it only was getting like 1,000 views in a day, where for me that's not exactly viable.
Right.
Like, I'd be doing Mario Maker and Zelda videos, and they'd be hitting 8 to 10,000 views in a day.
I just had a tear just come down my
Yeah.
face.
I know. Sorry.
yeah, we're something similar.
Yeah.
Don't look.
But
Please look, please.
oh dear, what a mess. But I decided to continue Celeste purely because I loved the game so much, and the story of the game itself is so
amazing.
good. It's
Yeah.
such a great game.
It is.
So I at least wanted to finish the main story. I started doing the B-sides, and that kind of dropped off a little bit. It's kind of just got bleh. But
B-sides are hard.
they're hard.
man.
And editing B-side footage,
Oh, wouldn't it just be...
yeah, and you're like, I don't like this. But I do want to reserve them for streams. So it's not completely over with Celeste. But then you got games like Fortnite, where when I had started filming Fortnite, I only did 2 episodes. I only had done 2 episodes, and I'd played it about an hour beforehand for the first time. So I
wow.
had no idea what I was doing. I didn't enjoy it. The fans enjoyed it a little bit, but it was at the point where I was like, most people just want Mario and Zelda, and I'm not having fun, so I'm not going to continue this.
Just give them Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's because of those Royale games as well. Like,
Yeah.
if you're enjoying narrative in a thing, you don't get anything like that in that. And you die, and you're like, I just have to do it again now.
Yeah, and that's a lot more based on skill than,
Yeah.
than storytelling
Yeah,
and memes
And
and
you're
stuff.
coming in as, like, a beginner. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, that's
I
it.
hate things based on skill.
I know.
Not a fan at all.
Nah, just repetition and humour. That's how I get through life.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, you got another question there?
What's Brayden doing? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Brayden.
Brayden.
Well, yell it out because you're not mic'd up this episode.
New house, new studio.
Yes,
Yes, how's that?
it's great.
So, for people who couldn't hear that.
New house, new studio.
Yes.
If you go to Mr. A Game's channel, he's got a studio tour up of his brand new studio setup. Tell us a little bit about
Battle
that.
Station.
Yeah, it's really good to just have a room dedicated to gaming and doing work there. When I was at my old house, I first started doing everything in my bedroom. So pre-green screen days, you could see my bed to the side. Then I eventually got a green screen, and it would be just in the corner of my room, and I'd have to pack it up and put it down every time. Then my brother moved out, and then I had a small room where I could kind of do stuff myself. But now I've got a house where I can just have a whole room just for me. And it's so good.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Luxurious.
Yeah. My grandma who lives with me, she's getting sick of it because I'm just in there all the time. And so I'm never in the actual house. I'm just out the back, just in my
She's all like
studio.
waiting with tea and biscuits.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
She always like opens the door during a stream. Jacob, when you come in for lunch? And I'm like
Did that actually
filming.
happen?
Yeah.
How does Bella feel about it?
Oh, she doesn't like it.
No?
She doesn't like the house. Like,
Really?
She just goes everywhere, and she'll come back at night time and sleep. But then throughout the day, she'll just be it. We don't know where she goes.
Think it's haunted?
Nah,
Or do you think Bella's a secret agent?
probably.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's probably just found another cat to play with. Yeah,
Yeah?
dumb cat. Like, even in the studio tour, she was next door, and we were trying to get her to come back, and she's just like, nah, just runs off.
she's like, nah.
Yeah, sorry.
Camera shy. Don't want
Yeah.
a bar.
Normally she's great in front of the camera, but
All right.
not anymore.
I've crossed out a couple of questions, so I'm going to ask one of yours, Dan.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. What suggestions do you have for people starting out and want to differentiate themselves from the crowd?
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
That was
is-
also from Ashraf. I think Ashraf might have plans on...
Do you reckon he's
Right.
going to take over the internet?
I reckon he's going to
Ashraf?
take over Hack the Dino.
Nah.
Ooh, wow.
No, it's not going to happen.
In terms of differentiating yourself, I think one of the big things is just to be yourself, because you can only keep a facade up for so long,
Yeah.
and people are gonna figure you out. Like, if you're like doing videos and you're constantly like, hey guys, how you doing? And well, that's basically me. But if that's not who you are as a person, you're gonna burn yourself out. That's one of the main things. It's like, if you want to do YouTube, you have to be really committed, because especially at the start, you will be disappointed. Like, you'll do a video. I remember my first video, in the first day, it got 10 views.
Yes.
And that's because I shared it to all my family and all my friends, and it got 10 views. And I was just shattered.
It comes a time where you just have to turn a blind eye to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's there, and because I'm a statistics person, I like knowing stats.
Yeah.
So you look at them and you go, all right, where are these views coming from? Okay, there. So for example, our podcast really takes off in the United States.
Nice.
Like 60% of our listeners
Yeah.
for the podcast are over there.
Yeah.
Bots.
No, it's same with me. Most of my
they?
viewers are American.
Yeah, and then you look at the YouTube stats, and I think a majority of them are Adelaide-based
Right.
or South Australia at
Yeah,
this
we
point
really
in
need
time.
to get out of Adelaide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So,
that we hate Adelaide. We love it.
are you a bit of a sub-counter kind of guy, or you just let it go?
Oh, I used to be, but now I just kind of,
Just let it go.
like, I'll check every now and, like, I'll check my YouTube dashboard every day, but I won't check the analytics of things for maybe a week or two.
Okay.
So if I see like a big bump in like views and things, I'll be like, oh, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
At the end of the week, and I'll just check it out and see what people are enjoying, and then, you know, tailor the content from that.
Right, and what's the plan after you've finished Breath of the Wild Master Mode?
Oh, I'm hoping.
Nintendo will announce something?
Yeah. I'm at the point.
Zelda 2.
Well, I'm about halfway through the story itself. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to, I could drag it on for
yeah.
another.
Yeah, you can go around
another
forever in
20,
that
30
game.
You've got
episodes.
900 Korok seeds to find.
Oh,
to get
that's
that
it. We're
golden
set.
poo.
We could do 50 episodes just on Korok seeds. Yeah.
Please don't. My voice broke. I was so sad about
So
that.
shattered.
Yeah, I'm hoping Nintendo announce another Zelda game. I really feel like they're going to do a Majora's Mask type scenario.
Yep, exactly what we've spoken about.
Like a rejig
Everyone, yeah, they just use the same engine.
Yep.
Do a sequel.
Cut, copy,
Yeah,
paste.
I could just do them all. Just do Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah,
there.
could quite easily.
Don't worry about the first ones.
Yeah. If that doesn't happen, which, I don't know, pretty rare, I'd probably do Wind Waker. Just because Wind Waker is...
Also HD remixed on
Yep.
the Wii U as well.
Yeah, I've got the Wii U one.
Oh, you
Amazing.
do too. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was really jealous. That's one. I collect Nintendo consoles.
Oh, right.
So that's,
Well,
that's
actually,
what I'm missing.
that one's actually not mine. That's
Oh.
my older brother's. But he
Steal it.
he hasn't noticed that it's not at his house
Does he
yet.
is your older brother into all gaming and stuff like that?
He used to be. He used to sell a lot of Nintendo 64 stuff. Like, that
Oh.
was his side hustle. So if you bought old retro Nintendo 64 stuff and you were in Adelaide, sorry, on behalf of my brother, he
Did he just rip everyone off?
probably...
Speaking of ripping everyone off, King Kaiju Collectibles.
No, I think he had a big say in what Game Traders were offering as their prices.
Oh.
I think Game Traders were his main competitor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he did pretty well.
All right, one final question to wrap up this interview segment of Hack the Dino.
Righto.
Anonymous person sent this in. When will Ben be on your show? Who sent that in? We have to probably check that out.
Is that...
I don't
Is that
know.
your daughter?
Maybe. I'm
Imagine that.
ridiculous.
Imagine if you come on the show,
Yeah.
don't tell your daughter.
And she watches it one day.
Yeah, and just like...
And we film a reaction.
Did you may
Please do
actually kill her? Hey?
Oh, man.
That would be pretty good.
That would be amazing.
how would you film the reaction though? Because she somehow sees them before everyone else.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, no, that'd be amazing if we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah.
But how do we film her? That's the hardest part. It's easy to get you on the show, but how do we film her? Like, you have to make her not go to
Yeah.
school one day.
We'll find ways around it.
Oh,
that's-
I'm her father.
I'm-
I can do something
I'm
like that.
excited.
Just put down the internet for a day or two just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just unplug the modem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just smash it with a hammer.
Does you have a phone?
No.
Oh, there you
No
go.
phones.
No, you're set.
Has an
Yeah.
iPad, though.
Ooh.
But I can
Smash
confiscate that for
Yeah.
bad
Smash it.
behaviour.
Smash
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah, it can
We
be
need
done.
to talk.
Yeah.
That's
Have a chat.
funny.
And it's good because she doesn't watch this show, so we're fine. This can still go up.
I hate your show, Dad.
Wow.
She said to me yesterday, because I mentioned you were coming on and everything, and she just goes, I don't watch your show. Big smile on her face.
And just walks off?
yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Thanks, darling.
So, like, not even me being on the show will get her to watch?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that will.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that will. So we'll...
What is bleed?
So we'll
we won't
cut
put
this bit. Okay, good. All right, cool. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, let's not put that bit in this because
Yeah.
then it'll spoil the magic.
Yeah. Right.
I like it. All right. So we're
I've
going
got
to
a question here that's left.
Oh, do you?
Do you get enough sleep?
I try to. I really do. Because I work at school, I need enough sleep. Otherwise, I die.
Yeah. They'll walk all over you.
Yeah. I normally aim for 6 to 8 hours a night.
So so
Yeah.
you're getting it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you.
Dan was
Thanks for
really
looking out
worried.
for
I don't
me.
know why that was. I don't know why my name was on that question, but
Because I didn't want to ask it.
No, I'm still getting enough sleep.
Oh. Hello, welcome back. We're here, not over there. In case you were wondering how we travel through time, that was pre-recorded earlier with Mr. A Game. Dan, you look different.
So you got a different T-shirt on,
What? Crazy.
and I've got a poop on my head.
You're a crazy man. For those of you listening to the podcast, Dan and I did wacky things while that interview with Mr. A Game was playing.
We had to do something for like 40 minutes, so I went around and got dressed up.
Dan,
Yes,
have you heard about our Lord and Savior, King Kaiju Collectibles?
negatory. Tell me
Well.
all about it.
Well, King Kaiju Collectibles is, funnily enough, in your store. And you can get all kinds of King Kaiju collectible things, like Mario All-Stars and some panda-looking blue guy. If you like Shadow Gates, you can get one of them.
Yeah, everyone loves that.
And also a big bearded dad. There he is, with his green boyfriend.
That's a dream daddy figure.
Ever wanted a Space Harry, you can have that. And Donatello with gangrene. They're all there.
Staring at it.
They're all there. King Kaiju Collectibles. If you want some more plastic stuff, head on into Greenlight Comics. Say hi to Dan and buy stuff with money
Ooh,
or handshakes. Do you accept handshakes?
negatory. I do accept Winkle's fizzles though.
We've got a Patreon. Hack the Dino is on Patreon. Patreon.com/Hack the Dino. If you would like to support us for as little as $1 a month, that's like 25 cents a week, you get access to the Patreon-only Facebook chat where we talk and you can give us a hard time and we have to take it. And you also get Sell Me a Comic. Now, Sell Me a Comic, these past 2 weeks, you did with Mr. A Game.
Yes, we did.
They were possibly the best ones we've ever
They were
done.
pretty funny, hey?
I
get
listened back to them and I was laughing at you, which doesn't happen a lot.
I know. I got to admit, I was pretty good.
We also have another tier. We have another show called Dino More, which is for our Patreons only. It's us talking nonsense for an hour.
It's like a comedy, like nonsense comedy show.
Yeah, we do that once a month, and you can hear that audio only for $3 a month, or you can pay $10 and get absolutely everything. For $10 a month, you get the
That's what you should do. It's what most people do.
the live version. So when we do Dino More, we stream it live on Twitch. We take questions from the audience and listeners and everyone, and we answer them, and we joke around, and we say the swears, because we're naughty men.
Naughty man.
And then every other Patreon gets it 2 weeks later, and at the end of the month, everyone gets the video file. So you can watch it. It just takes a little bit longer. But head on over to YouTube and check us out there. I was hoping I got that one past you.
Nah,
Head on over to YouTube. Give us a subscribe on there. And we'll be your best friends.
We've also got a podcast.
Yep.
Over on SoundCloud. So go over there and check it out.
And-
Our podcast, which is quite popular, actually.
Yeah, if you want to leave us a review on iTunes, a 5-star review, or let us know how we're going, that would be awesome. It really helps people find the show. So if you can spend 5 minutes to look us up in your iTunes app or on your Google Play app, Hack the Dino, subscribe, 5 stars. Ben's
enough.
awesome.
That's enough.
That's all we need.
That's too much plug.
Too much plugs?
Too many plugs.
Speaking of plugs, it's time to play Dan versus the World.
Which is also pre-recorded.
It is, because rather than have Braden squeeze in here again and represent the world, we got Mr. A Game to represent you, the viewers, and the world against this guy here. How'd you go, Dan?
I can't remember. I'm going to have to watch it.
Well, let's find out right now. Back to you, Past Ben. 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
He did it. It's done. We're back. We're here. We're talking to Mr. A Game, and we're going to play Dan versus the world. Ooh. Now, at the moment, Dan, you're behind.
Nah.
Yeah,
man.
you're on 5, and the world is on 6.
Well, I'm against the world. Give me a break.
No, well, you won the first season.
So
Second
if I
season,
lose,
you
I
didn't.
tie it up.
Yeah,
Aw,
kind of.
man.
Oh no, I guess forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Well,
is
at least I think, as I was mentioned last show, I think on our 75th episode, we're going to have another live show here.
Great.
And that'll be the grand finale.
Ooh.
So that's probably around June or July.
Okay. Are you going to get everyone in?
Well, we'll get you in.
Okay. And then get everyone else who's been on, and we can all answer at the same time.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
Have we had
Dan
the live
versus-
show?
Yeah.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
the Super Smash Dino.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Dan versus the world.
Super Smash the Dino.
That's a very different connotation depending on how old
Oh.
you are.
Oh.
What?
Dan versus the World is a musical jukebox guessing game. I just made that up then. I have 3 songs. I'll play the first song. The first 5 seconds we'll play. And we'll take it in turns. Mr. A Game. Ooh, gave away an industry secret.
No, everyone knows.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know I
Yeah.
did.
Fine.
Mr. A Game will ask a question, then Dan will ask a question, and they'll go back and forwards for 5 questions each. At the end of those 5 questions, they can guess the game. If they get it right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, the other person gets a go. Both get it wrong, it's a draw.
Okay.
You can guess beforehand, but you lose the point if you're incorrect.
And
Question.
And you
Yes.
can ask for a hint as your question.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you can ask to hear another 5 seconds.
So do we need the song name?
You
Or
need
from the game name?
You need the game title.
Oh.
Full title.
Full title.
Yeah,
Not just
I
like
know.
Mario.
It's from Mario. Okay.
Is it Mario?
Cool.
I feel this is going to
and-
be rigged against me this episode.
I will deduct a point if anyone asks for their question, what's the name of the game? Because we've had that so many times, it's just not funny anymore. Okay, here we go. Song 1. Starts off a bit quiet, this one, so I'll let a little bit more go. Dan, your first question.
I never know them. I don't know any game. You know I just don't know game music. I have to do it by a limit. You know it, don't you? Yeah. This is bull. This is bull, mate.
Dan, first question.
What genre of game is this?
It's an adventure RPG. Third person. Mr. A Game.
I would like to formally answer the question.
Oh, yes?
Is it from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild?
It is!
You trying to make me lose?
Yes!
I know.
It's so rigged.
That's what I thought would happen, eh?
Okay, here we go. Song number 2.
I love this song.
Dan.
I'm going home. Well, is it? I might as well just guess them.
Yeah,
Did
you might as well.
No. Can I have a hint?
Yes. The hint is Mr. A Game knows the answer to this.
I feel so bad.
Oh,
Can I
don't.
just can I give him another
No,
question?
don't. He won't get it anyway.
Okay.
I might.
Do you,
No, you wouldn't.
Dan, do you play video games? or-
Yeah. But I never ever.
He
ever
plays adult games. He plays
Oh.
ones where you
No,
lose
I
limbs.
play all sorts of games. It's just that this is my not my strong suit. That's why the game is created.
Have you played Splatoon?
No.
Oh, that's why it's
Yeah,
Splatoon.
it's Splatoon.
Yeah. It's the 1 minute countdown song.
It
which
is.
is
It's
just
also
like,
because I don't like Nintendo.
oh, that's the issue.
Revenge.
Yeah, but that song there, you hear that and you're like, oh my god, I've got to hurry up and do stuff.
All
And then you
right.
die.
So, score check. Dan's on 5. The world is on 8.
Oh, is that it? Is it over?
No. We've got one more.
Oh, right. It's like
Yeah,
a.
it usually goes longer than this.
Oh, okay.
It's normally like a 10 to 15 minute segment.
This one might be a little bit harder.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Dan.
Super Mario Kart.
Yes!
Nice. Well done.
Yeah,
If
I-
you didn't know that, that would have been like.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I,
that
I
that was a bit-
decided I couldn't be too evil.
Yeah, that's fair. Well done.
Yeah, well, it's not. That was an.
Well, that was the shortest Dan versus the world we've ever had.
Should we do another one?
Sure.
Do you have enough? Do you have any?
Yep. So if you ask Mr. A Game some questions,
Would you
I'll-
like to do another one?
Yeah, go for
That's
it.
my question.
Yeah.
But so
Now we get
you
to
can
see
tell how
Dan
good I am at
ad-lib.
ad-libbing questions. So with your videos, how do you decide what day to put it up?
Brayden,
That's
I've
a
just
great
decided
question.
1 week I'm not going to plan anything and just let Dan do it. It'll be
It'll
hilarious.
be the best show ever. Yeah, a
That's
good question came out
That
of
is a great question. I used to have a schedule, but then I hit a point when Super Mario Odyssey came out, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do a schedule anymore,
I wanna
purely
play
because
every day.
Well, I tried to do it as soon as I finish it. So when I scheduled, it was 2 times a week. But then when I threw out the schedule, it was I'm just going to upload whenever I feel like it, but it'll be at least 2 times a week.
Yeah.
So that's my general aim, to do 2 videos a week. Now it's a stream as well, and then a couple small Twitch streams throughout the week.
So you do 2 YouTube videos
Yeah.
a week. That's mental.
Yeah.
You're nailing it.
Thanks.
How you going, Ben?
Yep, good to go.
Got one. Have you got,
Alright.
have you got one or
No,
3?
another 3.
Oh, 3.
Another round. Another
Oh.
round. Here we go. Dan versus the world. Bonus episode.
Bonus round.
Okay, here we go. Song number 1.
I don't know this.
Well, here we are again.
Dan, question number 1.
What style / genre of game is this?
It's a first-person puzzle game.
Ooh.
Mr. Ago.
I think I know what it is.
First-person puzzle
I'm
game.
going to drag this out, though, because I don't want it to happen again.
Has there been sequels of this? Wait, no. Has there been a sequel of this game?
Has there been a sequel to this game?
Yes.
To this game, no. Dan.
What is the main character? Without giving too much away.
So, like a name or general
What it
description?
is.
It's a...
Unless it's a human, then just say something better than that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a biped Homo sapien female.
Ooh.
That's a lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Has this game come out in
thought I knew it, and
the
I've just-
past 3 years?
I don't think so.
Let's ask for the year.
Don't ask for the year. Don't.
What company brought it out, if you know? If you don't ask the new
No,
question.
I do. Valve.
Valve. I think it's throwing that.
Oh, I got it.
You know what?
I think so.
I'm just gonna.
Ask a hint.
Oh yeah.
Or to hear it a bit more.
Yeah. Could I hear a bit more?
Sure. It's going to go from the beginning.
Yeah,
again.
that's cool.
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure.
Nice.
Remember when you tried
I don't think I've heard this song.
I have. I'm confirmed now.
Got it?
My shot?
Yes.
Is it Portal 2?
It is Portal 2.
I was thinking Portal 2.
See?
There's not a sequel.
There's not a sequel to Portal 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was going to say Portal. But then I was like, no, at first I thought it was Vib Ribbon. Do you remember that game?
No.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that with the little rabbit? That...
Yep. Wow.
I thought it was like the Vib Ribbon
Nah.
song.
When you said female protagonist, I was thinking Near Automata, and I was like,
Oh,
How good
yeah?
is that game?
Yeah.
That's a good game.
That's pretty much that was my game of the year, whatever year it came out.
yeah.
Time goes different for
1963.
I never know when games are.
Okay, song number 2.
Okay, all right.
Run it back.
That's not a song. That's a monkey.
Was that your ringtone?
No, that was something.
Was
All right.
that the song?
Uh,
Because I know what that is.
all right, what's it from?
It's from Donkey Kong Country.
1 or 2?
Oh,
3.
2.
Yes, it was 2.
Yeah.
That doesn't count, though, does it?
No, it doesn't count.
Oh.
I'll think of another one.
Do another
All
one.
right, here we go. Number 3.
Be number 2.
Number 2. One of them.
Totally pathetic, unreliable.
Wait.
Known throughout the world for being super weak. Maybe
Dan, question number 1.
No idea what it is. Give me a genre of game, please.
Boring.
Fair enough.
Boring a genre? Boring.
Boring. Okay. Is it a PlayStation exclusive game?
No, it is not.
Okay. No,
All right, I don't know what it is. I'm going to whittle it down. What did I just ask? What genre it was?
Yeah.
What console was it originally, or computer was it originally released on?
It's not.
Is it a game?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
but it's not on a console or a computer.
Mobile.
Yeah.
You should have said. I should have said what platform was it released.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, that can be my question.
Nah, we've already. Oh, you've already.
I said mobile and you said yes. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's
so Dan?
fair. Yeah, you can have it.
I'm gonna ask my normal question. What is the main thing that you play?
The main thing that you play a boy. But he's not the focus of the game. He's just a figure. You interact with something. I'm giving away a heap of questions.
You're not though, because like I have no idea. We might get to have 5 questions on this one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's so hard when you got nothing.
Would you class it as like one of those dark type games?
Not at all.
So it's not.
Oh, you can make something happen that's pretty dark, but it's not intentionally dark.
It's not that forest game where you're the kid.
No.
No, it's
I
not.
like
No.
Limbo.
Yeah,
or-
Limbo. that's right. Yeah, it's just thinking-
Inside.
Yeah, no, it's
All
not
those
that. No,
little
it's not
nightmares, all the things I have
Yeah.
to play.
Dan, question number 3.
What publisher, company, whatever, bought it out? If you
Game
know.
Freak.
Game Freak. Oh man, this has gone way too deep.
that. Game Freak.
Mr. A.
Game Freak.
I'm just
On a
gonna go
mobile.
hints from now on. How did it
It's
even?
the other. Oh, then it's.
Oh, hang on,
Hayden's got it.
mobile. I'm not even thinking about mobile games.
It's not. Well, look. No,
remember, I get to answer whatever you say
Yeah.
afterwards.
it's. Well, you can chuck out Pokemon Go. It's not that.
No.
And
Because you play a person.
yeah, and Niantic did the other game, not Game Freak. So it's not that one.
Man,
They did another game.
the level.
Is it? Is it a Pokemon game?
Yes, it is.
Oh no.
Dan.
You know?
Question number 4. That's all right. Dan knows nothing about Pokemon. You're quite safe.
Yeah, I've no idea. Is Trubbish in it?
No, there's no trubbish.
Well, I'm out.
Mr. A.
Oh, it's that Pokemon game. It's the one.
Yeah, that
It's that one.
That one.
You can pretty much ask any question.
Pokemon
because-
Green.
Is it? Does it have to do with fish?
Yes. Dan, question number 5.
What? A Pokemon game to do with fish
Yep.
that has a lady protagonist. What? You know that look on your phone? A game cheating.
the messages.
No, I was just checking to see if I had it.
Just telling Google Home to water my chia pet.
Sorry, I just realised what you said there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
the 80s.
Give me a clue because I don't know, and obviously A Game knows it.
Okay, it's to do with a very well-known animal, which traditionally is based off when the salmon jumped up the river and turned into a mighty dragon in Japanese culture.
What is it? A Game? Do you know?
It's Magikarp Jump.
It's Magikarp Jump.
What a game. That is the best game.
That was a pretty good game to pull out if you
Do
know
you want to
where.
see it? It's
Yeah.
the funniest game. You get like a fish.
You had it on your phone.
Yeah.
It'll be up here.
Yeah. So you get your fish right. Yeah, they change the privacy policy, yeah.
And you just feed it. And you
And
can
you
like
feed it. And then
make
you
a
jump.
Pidgey, like you have a fish, a Magikarp that you're trying to raise,
Mm-hmm.
and there's tasks, and if you take the task and you roll
Yep.
and unlock your dice, the fish gets eaten, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yep, and you do your jumps. So you gotta, here you go, you ready? And if you tap the screen, it's like the Japanese like Twitch program, and it's got all like the comments going across the screen, and then you like compete. So you ready? Go for a jump.
It's maybe the worst thing I've ever seen in my
see, I
life.
won! I jumped higher
How come?
because
Because
my
he
fish was
fed.
bigger and it trained better. I won. How good! What a game. Should
All
play
right,
that on the
You play
channel.
that against real life
Do we have
players?
time for one more, or are we calling it there?
Well, you have to edit all the stuff ups out.
No, I don't.
Oh no! I thought we had a loose editing schedule.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mr. A Game.
Hello. Goodbye.
Oh, hello's fine.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye. It's
been real.
Check out his channel, subscribe to it. It's awesome. It's fun for everyone,
Thanks.
On
friendly
YouTube.
for everyone. I really enjoy it, in case you haven't been paying attention to the 12 episodes, which I've mentioned about it.
12?
I
Yeah,
mentioned
he
it
meant-
quite a bit.
Wow.
He meant it to you every game.
Yeah,
every,
it
every
was-
episode.
Wow.
My plan was to get the
Honored.
YouTube channel looking semi-decent
Okay.
before I asked you, so I thought, oh, these amateurs. But then I realised that was never going to happen, so I thought, I'll just do it.
Hey, well done.
Back to you, future Ben and future Dan.
Bye.
Thanks, past Ben, you
Dashing.
dashingly handsome man.
Gent, but a gent like a gent that you put on your fishing hook, like a maggot.
Oof.
We've been Hack the Dino, fortnightly nonsense variety show. You can catch us over on YouTube, on Twitch, on iTunes. Just search Hack the Dino. It's us. We're there.
Just put it into the dark web.
We'd also like to thank Mr. A Game for coming on the show. It was a huge thing for me. As many people who watch and listen to the show know, I'm a big fan of what he does.
Yep.
And to see him walk into the comic store,
You squeed,
I was trying so hard to be professional, and I was.
except for that
Mm.
puddle of wee you left afterwards.
That was there before. I don't know
Like
what
a
kind of
little-
store you're running over there.
Like a little Jack Russell Terrier that gets too excited.
You can catch us on all the things, so check them out. We'll be back in a fortnight with another show. Smoother internet, smoother
Everything.
hosts, smoother speech.
Smoother criminals.
Cut us out.
Get rid of us.